The heck with Harry Potter's secrets. This summer's biggest TV mystery was solved last night as Drew Carey made a big announcement on David Letterman's Late Show.
During your Harry Potter bit,
Yeah.
honestly, it was like 15 minutes ago, they called me. It's a done deal. I'm the new host of The Price is Right.
Oh, my God. How about that?
And Drew Carey is with us this morning. How about that? Congratulations.
Thank you.
So how did this come to be?
After I did the pilot for Power of 10,
Which is a new game show.
August 7th,
We'll talk about
CBS.
that in a second.
Yeah, after I did the pilot for that, I was driving down with my girlfriend, and I was at North Carolina in a Cracker Barrel. That's exactly where it was. I had figured it out with my girlfriend, like, after the fact. And CBS, my agent called me and said, I just had lunch with CBS Casting, a very interesting lunch. I go, yeah, what happened? He goes, what would you think about being the new host of Price is Right? And I went, what? No way. I turned him down flat. And then
Really?
a month later, they came after me again. And then I did a little more investigation of how the show would go and what would happen to it. And I decided to put my hat in the ring, and we negotiated a deal.
So when they first called, I mean, did it ever, you were already signed up to do this Power of 10.
Yeah.
Was Price is Right anywhere on your radar?
No, I turned him down in like 10, there was about a 10-second conversation.
Yeah. Just
No,
could
forget
not
about
see
it.
yourself in that picture?
No,
or
no.
What did they do to make you think, well, maybe this is a good idea?
Well, I didn't even consider like how much work it would be, or what it meant. Somebody had to really sit me down and tell me this is what how important the show was,
Right.
and
Huge.
what a huge
Biggest
thing.
show in daytime television.
Yeah, which I did not know.
Right.
And stuff like that. I knew it was big. I didn't know it was the number one show on daytime. And I was like, wow, that's a bigger thing than I thought. And then I talked to people about it, and they all thought it was a good idea. So
Here's the other thing, though. Did you ever have a consideration of how do I bring me into this it's almost like a liturgy. It's like Plinko follows this, follows...
yeah, I knew it's a lot of games. They have like 70 games. They do like 40 all the time, but about 70 they can use.
Right.
And, they're going to start teaching me, I heard, about 6 games a week. Yeah. So I learn them
But
all.
my question is, how did you figure out I can fit into this? Because you're very funny, you're very quick on your feet, there's a lot of kind of craziness to your sensibility.
I met with the producer and Nina Tassler. We all had a meeting once, and they sat me down and we talked about the show. I mean, I really had to do a little research and talk to people that do daytime and stuff. The negotiations were so up. Here's how the negotiations went. At one point, I thought it was dead.
Right.
I mean, we were so far apart. I go, oh well, it's not going to happen.
Right.
And it was iPhone day. I remember this because we're in front of the Apple Store right now.
Oh,
it was
right.
June 29th, iPhone day, and to me the deal was like, man, there's no way. Nina Tassler calls me. She's the head of CBS.
She's big time stuff.
Yeah, the boss of bosses, like under Les Moonves, but still big. So she calls me, and I see this on my phone. It says Nina Tassler, and I go, oh my God. So I pick it up. I go, hello. And she goes, Drew? And I go, yeah. And she goes, it's Tassler. And I go, hey, how you doing? She goes, did you get my gift? I went, no. She goes, oh, I probably ruined it for you. I go, don't worry. And in my head, I'm going, oh my God, they got me an iPhone. At 4 o'clock, how can they get me an iPhone before 4? Because they don't open until 6. And then we talked for like a half hour about this deal because we had this big difference and stuff. And then I pulled off to the side of the road. We were talking. And then it happened. I go, wow, I bet they got me an iPhone because they're really coming after me.
Sure.
They found out some way to sneak one out of the Apple Store. I get home, and my friend was there. And I go, hey, did I get any mail at the house? Any deliveries? No. I go, do you mind running to my mailbox and see? Because I had a meeting. So he ran out. 45 minutes later, he comes back with a bag this big.
Right.
Like iPhone size, says CBS on it. I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
I got an iPhone. And I open it up. It was a T-shirt and a mug from Price is Right.
And if that didn't seal the deal...
And I was like, all right, man.
We still had some work to do. Some work to do.
It was a really nice gesture. I thought, if it wasn't iPhone day, I would have not
That's
even
too
went
funny.
there.
So, really, all of this starts because you decide you're going to do this show for CBS called The Power of 10.
Yeah.
Leslie Moonves sees it, who is the god of all gods, and says, well, I kind of like this guy.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what happened.
So what is the Power of 10 about? Because that
the
comes
Power
out in a
10's
couple of weeks.
really big. It's the biggest money game show on television.
Right.
So I'll be hosting the biggest game show in the daytime and the biggest money game show at night. It's going to be a pretty sweet gig. We're going to give away every person that comes on the show has a chance to win $10 million.
That's a lot of money.
Right on the spot. Yeah, 'cause of course we give it away a couple times. We're going to be off the air, believe me. not giving it away twice.
These people have to be screened to be smart, but not too smart.
Well, you know the quizzes like you show when you do a news segments, hard news segments will show like, political views, who the candidates are, and you interview like
60% of Americans.
Yeah, 1,200 people you'll survey or something like that. We hired a company called Rasmussen Reports they use for these surveys, and we surveyed thousands and thousands and thousands of people all over the country. It's the pool we have, it's an exact representation of the demographics of the United States, state by state.
And basically, you have to, as a contestant, guess what the rest of America guesses.
What they think about politics, what they think about religion, what their personal habits are. It's not all goofy quiet. We asked some pretty, really hard-hitting questions. One of them, because they just had the Democratic debates last night, the one that shocked me, what percentage of white Americans said they would never vote for an African American for president? That was one of our questions on the show.
And we'll wait to see.
No, it was 18%.
I was going to say 25.
You were going to say 25?
Yeah.
I was surprised it was that high.
Yeah. Okay.
I asked friends back in LA, and they would go 60%. This show is really going to change your perception about America.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
And the face of daytime television has completely changed forever. When do you go on the air?
Man, oh man. I have no idea. Oh, Power 10 is August 7th, but the rest of it I have no idea.
There you go. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
All right. Drew Carey, everybody.